Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. I am going live, episode 84, a little differently this morning. Last night, I did not eat dinner, and then I took a sleeping pill, which is a new sleeping pill that I'm on. And A plus B equals I got up to watch Bo's show and get ready to do my show. And during that process, I basically fell asleep. So I had to go back to bed for a little while, and then got up, ate breakfast, um, shook it off a little bit. So now I'm good to go. Now I'm good to go. But lesson learned: not eating dinner last night or the night before. Um, I think eBay changed their algorithm. I don't think it's just. Uh, I don't think it's just sales being slow. I think they changed their algorithm. So I think there's a little bit more investigation that needs to be done. I haven't seen a video or anything come out from all the guys that I follow yet. So I'm not 100% sure, but it looks suspiciously like, what is up? What is up, Mr. Max? I think it's a little different algorithm than what we're used to running. Um, That's number one. So over the weekend, I'm going to be kind of doing a little bit of investigation to see. Bo, I hope your show goes absolutely fantastic. I hope it goes off the chain. I hope lots of people show up, and I hope all the dealers that sell there do very, very well. Congratulations on pulling that off. Great job. Um, Way to go. Way an accomplishment. Good job, Bo. Puerto Rico. I got another sale from Puerto Rico yesterday, and I got to figure out how to stop that because I'm charging 85-cent shipping, and to ship into Puerto Rico, it's a minimum of $3. So I got to find out on a mass scale how to block that. It's okay if they're buying like $10 to $15 cards, but if they're buying $1 cards, not a good deal. Not a good deal. I went to 5 Targets and 1 Walmart this morning. No basketball or football, but Top Series 1 retail packs and heritage hangers. Oh, man. Well, at least you were able to get retail packs and heritage hangers. But if that's what was out, dang. Dang. So, like, I wish that's odd because I thought today would be like a Prism put out, or I talked to 2 to 3 people yesterday that were going to Targets and expected a little bit more than that. If that's what they put out around the horn this week, there's a lot of upset people that got up at there that kind of hung out since 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. last night. Ugh, all right, so I'm starting to get in this pile right here. Is 3 returns from apartments. So I have reached out to all 3 of them. I've not gotten a response back, but like you, Bo, I'm getting returns on apartments from eBay PWE. Now, if you watched my show yesterday, you know that I went out and bought 3 cards. I bought LaMelo, and this is just a come on, camera. Dang it. This is a regular Donruss, regular LaMelo ball. I got a really good price on it. So that's going in the marinate pile until he gets healthy in next year. I got a Bear Donruss rated rookie. That's going in the marinate pile until until training camp. And then I got an optic Jalen Hurts. All 3 cards going into the marinate pile. All 3 of them I am gonna sell later, but I got a good price on them. I want them to marinate. I bought them specifically to marinate. The guy that I bought them from has more Donruss rated rookie football and optic football that he's willing to sell. So if you let me know what you're looking for. I can make sure that I put those on the list. I got to create a list for him today and get that out to him. I took on, so y'all know that I found about 300, about probably more like a great big box, like 500-600 comic books. And I buy my supplies at the comic book store. So the last time I was first in line at Target, and they told me to leave no distributor had come. Well, that's not fun. That's not fun at all. I hope they didn't lie to you. I hope they didn't lie to you. That would be awful. I bought in the past, like early aughts. I bought early 2000s. I bought, like, I was into comic books. I was more into the story than collecting. So, but it's right when DC created its rebirth, and I just bought comic books and I read them. I just read them. I didn't care. And they went into storage, went into the back of the bedroom, in the closet, completely forgot about them. I took them over to my my mother-in-law's house about 2 years ago. What is up, Diego? Good to hear you. Good to see you. Good to see you. The great Diego. The great Diego. It's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining. I took the comic book. So I took them to my mother-in-law's house for her to sell in her garage sale. Completely forgot about them. Completely forgot about them. 2 years later, she gets into her storage bin and she comes out and goes, I found these. They're yours. Have them. I'm like, okay. So I brought them back home. I was going to piecemeal them off and just put them online, whatever they sold for. Well, I'd been buying supplies, as you know, from the comic book store. And so I went in there last weekend to pick up some penny sleeves and some soft sleeves for just for shipping. And went there. I said, "Hey, are you looking at comic books to sell? Do you actually buy comic books?" I don't know. I thought I asked, and he goes, "Yeah, go ahead and what do you got?" And I go, "I don't know what I got. I used to read them. Let me bring them in. You go ahead and let me know what you want." He said, "Okay." So that was last weekend. Yesterday, while I was out and about, I got a call from the comic book store, and they said they would offer me $300 for these comic books. And I said, done, sold. So I have $300 worth of store credit at the comic book store to buy supplies off of comic books that I completely forgot about. And who knows? I paid, I don't know, but I got a $300 store credit at the comic book store for supplies. Pretty awesome. Penny sleeves and penny sleeves and soft sleeves, top loaders, all of it. And yes, I am wearing my Godzilla shirt today because I felt like wearing my Godzilla shirt. So that's pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I bulked out about 1600 1990s basketball cards. I had them. I had bought them for flipping. I never got to them. I've had them for like 3 months. They've been sitting in the other room. We have guests coming over. Kim said, start cleaning up that room. I found them. So I bulked them out at $40. Yes. $300 credit anywhere is fantastic. I put them on Facebook Marketplace for, I think, yes, $40. So I sold $900 or 1,600 1990s basketball cards yesterday for $40. That I think I'm paid $40 for them, so I broke even. But I don't care. I got rid of some cards. A kid bought them that really wanted to actually no. This one, the mom bought them to surprise the kid. The kid's just got into cards, loves basketball. It was a win-win. It was a win-win, but it was really cool that was able to get rid of some '90s basketball cards that I just had laying around. And then, so the next step is I've got these cards to put online, and then I've got some other boxes to get to. But I think I'm going to take right here. There's about 2 rows of 2020 Topps baseball Series 1 and Series 2. I think when I go to the comic book store, I'm going to buy another 2 800 sleeve boxes and put that baseball right here in those and see if I can bulk those out as well, because they're just sitting on sport lots, and I can rip those off sport lots and get rid of those, and then have two more sleeves to put in more cards. So we'll see how that goes. I was doing some research this morning and saw where there are getting to be a lot more card shop break-ins. So it's getting, as our hobby gets, or as our industry, I'm going to change my wording on that. As our industry gets more and more popular and the money gets more and more in, we're going to probably see more and more break-ins, which I'm sorry to say, and I'm sorry to see, but that is what that is. And unfortunately, I'm going to keep reporting on that, as well as any type of major news I'm going to keep reporting on. So that's what I had today. It wasn't a lot because I was exhausted whenever I did all the research. I'm going to do some research this weekend. I'm putting up my deal. I'm going to do some research this weekend on some other topics, some other news. This weekend is Bo's show. So if you've been following, he's got a card show coming up. Everybody go support. That's in the Wisconsin area. This weekend's hobby hotline is Val, Chris, and Uncle Rich. So please reach out. Research. What is research? Hobby hotlines Val, Chris, and Rich. Please call into Hobby Hotline and annoy Uncle Rich as much as you possibly can. I did not find a card yet to dig through to give away, but that is still on my mind to give away a card. We'll probably, if I can find a card, we'll probably have a card giveaway on Monday. I need to write that down. But I'm going to be doing orders here in just a second. But I will write it on the whiteboard to make sure you do. I go with whatever's in my brain and make it up on the fly. I usually go through my Google alerts, Diego, and that's where I get most of my research. I set up Google alerts for all the major manufacturers and some keywords, and I usually end up with about 20 to 30 every morning to go through while I'm either watching Bo's show or having cups of coffee and getting woke. So I cleaned everything out this morning, but apparently whenever I came back awake, there were more topics for me to look at. Most of them end up being product introductions. And like yesterday was Origins and National Treasures. There was about 50 emails. And then a lot right now has been people reporting on Topps NFT. I've already done a subject on that. I'm not going to keep banging my head up against a dead horse. So I'll only do a topic either once or twice unless it helps me out that you do, because I get the easier to understand version. Yeah, I'm a very simple guy. I don't like complicated. If it gets too complicated, I won't even report on it. Like some of the more complicated sets or the higher dollar sets, I won't report on just because it's not in my wheelhouse. Oh, what's up? I got the great Dan here. What's up, Dan? I won't report on the higher sets because I can't afford to buy them. And if I can't afford to buy them, why would I report on them? I figure we're all in the same price range. So why would I report on, I'll say National Treasures, I'll say Origins, two great products. If we do it for Let It Rip, then I'll say, hey, go watch Let It Rip, give you a chance to take a look at the product. But for the most part, if I can't afford to buy it, like I won't even report on it. Saturday, 1 a.m. here. Glad to see you too, brother. Glad to see you too. Very glad to see you. I will tell you that Diamond King's pre-orders are out. I'm probably going to pre-order a box today. I really want to buy a box of Hobby Diamond Kings. So I'm going to put that on the whiteboard as a to-do. And when I do, I'm probably going to go through and break that product down. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and break down Diamond King's hobby box Monday morning. So we'll talk about that. That's a product that everybody can afford. There's going to be a lot of it. There's going to be a lot on the retail shelves. So, and if I find it, I'm buying it because it sold well last year. It took it a while for it to sell, but it did sell. It did sell well. So if I find it on the shelves, I'll buy it. If not, I'm not going to stress out about it. But I do want to buy a hobby box to open because it looks really cool this year. And I'll even go break it down through the sell sheet. So that type of stuff is the stuff that I want to report on, not the high end, high dollar. If, like I said, if we break it on Let It Rip, I'll talk about it and I'll point out just, hey, go watch the Let It Rip if you want. That's like we did Panini plates and patches and Panini 1 a couple of episodes ago. If you want to see Panini patches and plates and Panini 1, go watch I think it's episode 3 of Let It Rip. We still have some giveaways for that. So we're giving away a cyan James Morgan printing plate. That's still out there. There's a 101 that we're giving away. There's a couple of other things. So, if you, Matt, if you want to do, so I would say Top Series 1, and then probably Heritage if you're set collecting, and then Opening Day as far as a lower end get into. It's a very safe product. It's a little more flimsy. It's not on great stock, so it'll tear and it'll bend easily, so it's tough to keep. But if you want to get into a really nice low end product, I think I paid $40 for a hobby box, and you get the same as Top Series 1. It just has the Opening Day logo. It's not a bad product. It's not a bad product whatsoever if you want to get into baseball at a low end cost at a lower price point and get to see the same logos and the same look as Series 1. What I really like about Topps Opening Day is the mascot cards. They have mascot cards, which are pretty cool. All the baseball mascots they have pictures of. They also have a cool, neat Legends of Baseball insert with Reggie Jackson, Ricky Henderson, King Griffey Jr. I'm trying to think of who else. And then some different higher ends. They do have Opening Day pictures. They've got I'm trying to think of what the other inserts are, but it's a cool low end open. It's really designed for an entry level to get into. I would recommend that. If you're a big set builder, I would say Topps Heritage. I would say go buy, go open up 1 or 2 hanger boxes of Opening Day and Topps Heritage and see if you like it. That's how I do it. I mean, if I want to look at a product, I'll see if I can't find 1 or 2 hanger boxes, open it up. If I like it, then I'll put it into the rotation. If I don't like it, I won't touch it. I won't even deal with it. I loved Diamond Kings last year. Oh my gosh, I opened up so much Diamond Kings last year. Stephen Loeffler is a big fan of it. Cool dude. If you haven't met Steph, reach out to him. Really cool dude. He loves Heritage, or he loves Diamond Kings baseball. So I started opening it. I like it. It's not licensed, but the artwork is really cool. I like Gallery as well. Gallery's a nice lower end as well that is more geared towards artwork. So Flagship, Gallery, Diamond Kings, Opening Day, Heritage. I did buy some Topps Finest. It'll be coming out. I'm trying to find Bowman at a decent price. The last Bowman that I found was $299 for a hobby box. I might buy a box of that. I don't $300 for a box of cards when I've got a show coming up next month. I would rather spend my money at the show. If it was a little more flush for cash, yeah, I'd probably buy the Bowman and either open it or flip it. But I love Bowman. I'll get my singles at the show. I'll buy all my Bowman firsts at the show. There'll be tons of it. Unfortunately, it will be overpriced. So I might just hold off and buy singles on Sport Lots and do it that way. I got a lot of last year's Bowman first that way. I built. I'll pull a page out. I built the. Yeah, here we go. I bought all of these singles Bowman firsts on Sport Lots, and I got everything except for, and the whole is Jason Dominguez. I don't have a Jason Dominguez. I keep trying to find one that is low end. If I can find a Jason Dominguez at a decent price, I'm going to put the whole thing together and sell it as one set. But I can't find a decent price Jason Dominguez. I want it to hit it into the $20 range before I pull the trigger on it. It's not there yet. I'll hold on to those because I've got other Bowmans that I'm selling right now, some Bowman firsts. And I've got 1 or 2 that I'm collecting. Shereen Apostle, Sam Huff, Bayor, the Texas Rangers, Bowman first. Those are in. I actually keep those. If I ever find them, I keep them. So I'm not just a seller. I collect very, very few niche things. And when I can find them, to me, they're free because I roll the costs into whatever else that I buy. So my collection, I'm basically helping to pay for by being a seller. Kind of cool. But I buy, again, very, very, very niche things. Bobby 100, top 70. I will probably buy every single one of them and build a display or get a display and put it somewhere where they can be seen. I love the Bobby 100. I love Eric cards. That type of thing is what I like to do. So that's just it. I mean, I buy stuff that I like. I sell stuff that I like because if you're going to sell cards, if you're going to buy and sell, would you rather buy and sell something that you hate, or would you rather buy and sell something that you love? Well, that's what I love. So why would I want to? Yeah, I can go. And I told my wife this last week, or no, 2 days ago. I could go get a credit card with $100,000 credit limit and just go buy wax and just go all in and be a breaker and just go spin, 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 spin. I'm not going to do that. That's not the model that I want to do. I want to create slowly because I want to do this basically for the rest of my life. I want to do this for a living for the rest of my life, and slow and steady wins the race. A turtle in the hare. So step by step by step by step. And again, for those of you who are new, that's what this channel's about, is learning to grow together on how to enjoy the hobby and find stuff to be able to sell and to talk about what's going on in the marketplace. That's what this channel's about. I'm a simple guy. I'm a country guy. I grew up in East Texas. For those of you who don't know, I grew up in East Texas. I'm a Dallas boy, born and raised. I'm a Texan. I'm very proud. That's why it's Texas Card Dude. Born, raised, lived most of my life in Texas. Spent like a year of my life in St. Louis, Missouri, and then when I was a kid, and then spent 4 years in Colorado Springs, Colorado. But the rest of the time, Dallasite, Texas boy. I'm a simple guy. I like simple things. I'm a little overweight, losing weight. Diabetic, as you can tell. I fight myself. Only been to Beaumont. Man, Beaumont's a cool place to go, man. Damn, Beaumont is a cool place. I love Beaumont. Beaumont is a really cool place. I love it. I love Beaumont. I used to have grandparents up in North Texas, really North Texas, up the border, called Direct, Texas, which is north of Paris. Love Beaumont. Love it. Love it. Love it. Really cool place. Really cool place. Good people up in Beaumont. Good people. Really down home. Really, really, really. Really solid. I love small Texas towns. My friend works for Exxon, but I think he's in Louisiana now. I like Louisiana. I've been to Louisiana. I'll go to the casinos in Louisiana. I am a Christian, God-fearing man. I make no bones about it. Every single episode, I say, if you need any prayers, pray it up. If you need any prayers, let me know. I'm a God-fearing Christian man. This is a Christian show, but I'm also a sinner. So I slip. I admit. I ask forgiveness for my sins. I pray every morning. I read my Bible every morning. I pray constantly to my Lord Jesus Christ and Savior. But I'm a sinner. We go gambling probably once a month because we're about 45 minutes from WinStar. We go and we take $100, and when we run out of the $100, we leave. So it's not like we go and we spend all the time, but we do go gambling occasionally. If we take $100, it's the same as dinner and a movie. So dinner and a movie, gambling, meh. So no big deal. Simple man, Lynyrd Skynyrd. Yes. I like rock music. I grew up in the 80s, so I like 80s metal. I like rap. I shouldn't listen to it. I like hardcore gangster rap from the 1990s. Ice-T, NWA, Tupac, Biggie, 2 Live Crew. I mean, I grew up on that type of music. I grew up on Whitesnake, Bon Jovi, Quiet Riot, Rat, Poison. I grew up listening to that music. You'll love this. I used to be in a rap band when I was in middle school, and we did beat a lot of Beastie Boys when Beastie Boys were hot. That's a little bit more about me. I'm a simple dude. I don't like complicated things. If it gets too complicated, I'm out. It's just, if I can't figure it, I will go back and I'll learn and I'll learn and I'll learn. But if I can't come up with it, I'm out. It takes me a while to learn select baseball. It takes me a while to learn soccer. I'm learning soccer. I at least remember some of the players. Am I going to sit and watch a match? No. But if I'm sitting here listening, watching, if I'm sitting here working and the World Cup's going on and Pulisic's playing, or like, I don't know why I'm a fan of Pulisic, but I'm a fan of Pulisic. Or if Kane's playing, I'll watch Pulisic, or I'll listen to Pulisic, or I'll listen to Kane. So slowly moving over from growing up in football and saying what's soccer and soccer's not a sport to, okay, there's a couple players that I like. So if a couple players are on, I may listen. Um, but that's my rant. That's a little bit about me. I realized that I hadn't talked a lot about myself and Texas Car Dude. So I will put a little bit more and more, a little bit more out there about me and who I am to share, so you know why we're on this journey. But that's enough about me for today. That's about enough. That's 30 minutes, 31 minutes, 32, 30. Excuse me, 30 whatever. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, Hobby Hotline this weekend. Val, Chris, Rich, bother Uncle Rich. Everybody annoy Uncle Rich, please. If you need any prayer requests, let me know. I'll pray them up. I pray all the time. If you support Bo's show, 1 Million Cubs, Hobby Evolution, it's a great watch. It's about 30 minutes like mine, and you learn so much. Such a great dude. 3B has a Monday night show. Watch them. They are silly. They are very informative of the hobby. It's just a couple of guys collecting. I do Let Her Rip. We're sponsored by Panini Tops, Upper Deck, Leaf, Onyx. We're sponsored by them. We open up product there. I welcome you. We do live giveaways. We do giveaways of cards. So there's a couple of incentives to watch. I'm going to do some cross promotions on that. So get ready for those. But look, have a great weekend. Hobby the way you want to. As I say, you do you, boo. Don't let anybody else burst your bubble. Don't let anybody else tell you can't do anything in the hobby. It's not cool, man. It's not cool. I got a very short memory too. When I get on a rant, I get on a rant. So you have a great weekend, Diego, Mr. Dan, Max, everybody else watching. Y'all have a fantastic weekend, and God bless.